I think saying yes more has kind of shaped my experience at Purdue. And I, sometimes think about what if I just didn't say yes, or what if I didn't show up to that activity, like how my college experience would look like. So it's kind of scary to think about it that way, but also it reminds me, once I graduate, to also take advantage of the opportunities that, I'll be given.
What is your favorite Purdue memory of all time?
That's a hard one, but if I had to think about it, my sophomore year when our basketball team made it to the national championship. Yeah, I know a lot of people pick that one, but I went to the Sweet 16 game, the Elite 8 game at our Mackey Arena for a watch party, and then, of course, when the national championship happened, that was the same day as the eclipse, so we went to one of our friends. We had like a huge group going there. That was really fun, and then we drove back to campus just in time. We went to Mackey, and then unfortunately we lost, but that whole experience, like that whole weekend, was probably the best memory I had.
No, I remember it. That was so much fun. That was probably the best day ever.
Yes, I agree.
No, that's awesome.
Okay. I'm going to throw kind of a hard question. Yeah.
Okay.
If you had to pick like one person as like your favorite mentor during your time at Purdue, who would it be?
Oh, that's so hard. I feel like I've had so many mentors in my time here. I think especially this year, Miss Tam. She's the director of the Engineering Success Center, and she also serves as our advisor for NSBE. And she is truly like I think her role is perfect because she's truly committed to helping students succeed. That's literally what she does every single day. And she's been so supportive of me. She's been so supportive of our NSBE chapter. And she always just pushes me to like be better. And I just appreciate her so much because she's always someone that I can talk through any issues that I have. And she's just been so awesome this entire year, but also like before that.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. So what are you doing after graduation? Where are you going?
Question. Yeah. So I actually interned at Tesla in Austin, Texas. I actually live in Dallas, so it's about a 4-hour drive. Yeah. I'm looking forward to kind of being close to back home. So I'll be going back there, starting full time in June. How about you?
That's so exciting. Yeah. Well, I'm interning also in Arlington, Virginia, which is close to home for me because I'm from Maryland.
That's awesome.
And then I will be coming back for a master's degree through our 4+1 program, also in civil engineering, which I'm excited about. But I'm glad you're going back home because I think like freshman year, my first internship was in Indianapolis, and I was so worried that like all of the companies like that come to Purdue to recruit only like are in Indiana, but I feel like that's not really the case.
Oh, definitely not.
People go all over the country.
I've had friends like go to California. I have friends go out of the country, which was pretty cool.
I know.
My experiences have been pretty cool. Like I'm glad I got the chance to like kind of be close to back home. I know you said like multiple opportunities like in different places. I think that's the best part.
That's so awesome. And then how do you feel like Purdue Engineering has prepared you for your full-time role?
Oh, like it has given me, both the resources in terms of just like physical resources like IR, Industrial Roundtable, like career fairs, also like just opportunities to talk with companies and representatives, but also, the people at the end of the day, like having mentors, like we talked about before, upperclassmen that give you the opportunity to kind of ask questions about what their experience was like, what their like kind of to-dos, what not to do.
For sure.
I think those are very important. And I think mentorship in general has kind of shaped my entire experience at Purdue so far.
Who was your big mentor? You asked me that, but who's yours?
Question. If I had to pick somebody, Griffin, he was our president of PSEF, Purdue Student Engineering Foundation, in 2024. Just an awesome person to, learn about his experiences because he majored in environmental engineering, but he also had different experiences across like civil engineering, just like multiple breadths. And also he is just such a down-to-earth guy that, never gets too, like prideful. He's always willing to share his experiences and then also willing to, ask questions about my experience and learn more about myself. So that, like him, he really meant a lot to me.
For sure. Shout out Griffin. Oh my gosh.
He's
awesome.
Okay. I guess like maybe this is a question better for the end, but like you have to give someone advice, like a freshman advice.
Advice? Definitely take advantage of everything that Purdue has to offer. I knew after high school I wanted to go to a big school because my high school was so small. And coming here, I think, one, I was not prepared for how big Purdue is, but I also think that means there's a lot of opportunities. We have so many resources here, and there's also so many people who want to help you. Like, whether it's alumni or faculty and staff, like, there's so many people who want to help you, even if they're not helping you directly, or, like, they don't know that they're helping you. Like, one thing that stood out to me so much, during my freshman year, I went to, like, this apple orchard a little bit off campus, and we were on a hayride. And the guy driving the hayride, he was like, it was like me and a bunch of my friends, and he was like, have you guys ever been to the Black Cultural Center? And he was like, yeah, of course, like we were just there last week, like it's so fun to go there. And he was like, well, I actually am a retired professor of forestry at Purdue, and when I was a professor, I like helped students and I donated to get the Black Cultural Center going, and it just makes me so happy to hear that students are still taking advantage of it. And I was just so blown away by that, because there are people who don't even know you and haven't even met you that like within the Purdue community who are looking out for you, if that makes sense.
That is an awesome experience. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's definitely my advice, is to take advantage of everything that Purdue has to offer, because there was someone who was looking out for you at some point who made that happen. And there's just too many things here to help you that I feel like not taking advantage is just like, it's not helping you.
Oh, I agree.
Like, yeah. What is your advice? I know you have some good stuff.
You took a good one. I think like kind of along the same lines as like say yes more. I think, you know, a part of me in high school was, you know, kind of scared to take advantage of opportunities. I went to kind of an opposite experience, went to a bigger high school where, you know, a lot of my friends are doing like different things, different clubs. I was like kind of too scared to take advantage of those opportunities and kind of put myself out there. And when I came to college, a big goal that I had was to kind of, you know, change that. And from joining PSEF, joining other student organizations, and also just like going to different activities, events, whether that be professional, social, or even academics related, I think saying yes more has kind of shaped my experience at Purdue. And I, you know, sometimes think about what if I just didn't say yes, or what if I didn't show up to that activity, like how my college experience would look like. So it's kind of scary to think about it that way, but also it reminds me, you know, once I graduate, to also take advantage of the opportunities that, you know, I'll be given. So
for sure. I mean, you've been in PSEF, you've been in there since you're like literally your first semester, and you've served on exec and everything. Like, what do you think you're going to take away the most from PSEF specifically?
Just how awesome a group of people, you know, the power of like a good group of people can be. You know, of course, like high school, you have your own like friend group, but college is such a different playing field where you kind of have to just, like I said, put yourself out of your way to go take advantage of opportunities. And taking, you know, getting into PSEF and like really figuring out what we did and like the community that we have, I think that's something I'll like take advantage of even after I graduate, try to find my next community. So definitely, I guess this is along the lines of advice too. Like I would really highly encourage anybody to take advantage of their resources, even in college, outside of college, whatever the case may be.
I agree. I also feel like being in PSEF like just does so much for your confidence. Like you learn how to be a better public speaker. You learn like, I think like learning how to talk like without having a script or anything is so important. So gaining that skill, even like freshman year, is so awesome. Like I remember like literally watching one of your tours. I watched you and Rohit give a tour during my new semester, and I was like, how did they do this? They just joined last semester. I'm never gonna get like them.